Day here at WT11 Your Day, and our friend Jeff Stevenson from Imagination Station is here. And today, Jeff, I fear what we're going to be talking about. He told me beforehand, he said, take the coat off, roll the sleeves up. This is going to get gross.
Yes, as you know, grossology is coming to an end, and so we brought in some cool stuff today. I saw you had a segment about the brain earlier.
Yep.
I have some other organs that I'm going to be showing you today. So if you're a little squeamish at home, I have them covered for now. So this is your last chance to maybe take a look away for a second. But I do have under my first black cloth here is a real-life cow heart. All right, so this is a real cow heart. Now, what's the first thing you notice about this?
It's large.
It's very big. This is about 5 pounds. So if you want to go ahead and you can pick this up just like this. Feel about how big.
Really just gonna put a heart in my hand?
Yeah, this is a heart in your hand. All right, it's no big deal. All right, and do you see these like kind of veins that are running through here?
Right.
That are running through. You can kind of push them around with your fingers. You can actually push the blood around a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
And if you have cholesterol problems, I'll go ahead and I'll split this in half for you. We'll go ahead and take half of it. If you have cholesterol problems, this is where your cholesterol builds up, right on your heart. Okay,
so this cow where does that come from?
Well, this cow had a pretty good diet. Doesn't have too much cholesterol built up in his blood or her blood. I'm not really sure. But what I think is more interesting is if we cut it in half. See, I cut my cow heart in half here. And if you go ahead and hold that for me, please. Go ahead and take your finger and just feel what this material here feels like. Go ahead and...
It's very dense, very thick.
Very dense, almost like a piece of steak or something, right?
It is.
Yeah, this is actually all muscle. All of this here is the muscle in your heart that causes your heart to beat 42 million times a year.
Which is a constant moving muscle in our body.
Yeah, just a constantly moving muscle all day, every day, hopefully all day. Not for this cow anymore, but all day, every day for most of us.
Of course, and this teaches us a little bit about our own anatomy and our own kind of structure and makeup just on a larger scale.
It does, and that's why we use these cow hearts, because they're much larger. So for instance, do you see these 2 vacuoles I have here? Yep. These 2 big chambers. Which one seems like the larger one?
This one?
This one right here. And this one actually pumps blood to the rest of your body. Okay. And this one is just for your heart, just for your lungs. So this just gets the oxygenated blood from your lungs, and this one pumps it to the rest of your body. And here's a cute little fact. Do you see these right here?
Yes.
These are heartstrings. So if you ever heard tugging on my heartstrings, this is what someone was tugging.
Really?
Tugging on. Those are actual real things.
Let's get... There they are.
Yeah, can see that pretty well.
All right, very cool.
Now, that is all very cool. But what I brought also with me is the whole pluck. Now, a pluck is just kind of a term used for the... heart and lung combined, yes. So this is a much larger kind of specimen I have here. So this is the heart that we were familiar with. This is where that small vacuole would be, and it pumps it right to the lungs. Okay. So it's only, that small vacuole is only in charge of this stuff. The rest is for your whole body. Okay. Now, the most interesting thing people tend to notice is this guy.
What is that?
What is this? You probably think it's like your esophagus or something like that. It's a common misconception, but this is actually what I like to call the wrong tube. You ever gotten something caught down the wrong tube?
And try to cough it up?
This is the wrong tube. Okay. This is the tube it got caught down. This is just for air.
All right. The windpipe.
The windpipe, yes. Yes, the trachea.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and just feel that. Go ahead and see what that feels like.
Feels like a garden hose.
Yeah, it does feel like a garden hose. We don't think of our body as being so mechanical sometimes, but it really is a hose or a piece of PVC pipe. It's very rigid.
While you're going through this, what do the kids think of stuff like this when they come out to grossology?
Kids love gross science. It's like the thing they get behind. I know the parents are the ones put off more than anything than the kids. The kids love this stuff. They want to touch it. They want to get involved. I mean, we of course have safety equipment for all of that. But they love this kind of stuff. And one thing I love doing at Imagination Station is I love showing how the lungs work. Okay. So normally the cow has a respiratory system that allows it to take in air.
Breathe in, breathe out, inhale, exhale.
Exactly, but we don't have that in this cow anymore. So
for obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. So what I brought today is I brought a shop vac instead. Okay. So what I'm going to need you to do is can you like kind of hold that tight onto that trachea for me? All right. And I'm going to turn on the shop vac, and we're going to see what these lungs kind of feel like. Like right now, they're kind of gushy, kind of a bag-like. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the shop vac. And go ahead and feel. You can take your hand off. I'll hold on to this. Feel what those lungs feel like.
They're filled up with air.
Yeah, your lungs have tiny little air sacs in them. Tiny little sacs that get all filled up every time you breathe in. It gets all that blood oxygenated. Your heart pumps all that oxygenated blood to the rest of your body, and then you exhale all the waste.
I need a picture of Melissa and Ashley's face right now. They are appalled by this. They like it.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool seeing the cow.
I like it too. One more time.
One more time. We'll have them breathe in and out. Like we'll have them inhale and then exhale and inhale, exhale, inhale. So this is some of the cool stuff you can see if you actually come down to the Science Center. You can see all this cool, amazing science firsthand. Actually get to, touch and see real life organs.
All right. Like the sound of that. It only goes through Labor Day.
Only Labor Day is our last day that we're actually open before our shutdown, and it's the last day of grossology. So if you're off work, off school Labor Day, come check us out. We are open.
Like the sound of that.
Yep.
Jeff, appreciate you coming in. A little bit of an education on grossology. We'll see if Melissa and Ashley have recovered from that one. All right, when Toledo's only live Local 9 AM show